Now let's look at some of the ways by which we can make our partners secured in a relationship. If we have looked at these examples, then how do we make our partners feel secured in a relationship? And one of the important ways is by effective communication. Now, how do you make someone know how you feel? Most of the times we want to bottle up our feelings. We don't want to talk. But then the best way to handle issues or to ensure security in our relationships is about expressing ourselves, letting our partners know what is wrong with us. Now, if you keep it to yourself, you are thinking that he or she should know that this is what you are thinking. But for all you know, the person might not know till you communicate to them. Now, one thing, especially with the ladies, a lady is telling you yes or saying yes to something, but in her mind it is no. And so under communication, we have to consider non-verbal communication like body languages and all that. And when we are communicating too, we should look about the tone. We should look at the tone of our language. We shouldn't lie about little things. Now, you want to tell your partner something. It is important to tell him. So why lie about it? Tell them just as it is. Even the little things. It builds trust, and then at the end of the day, it leads to a secured relationship. And then also, let your actions reflect what you say. Now, don't keep telling your partner this and then your actions are going otherwise. A good friendship is built on honesty and transparency. Be as transparent as possible. Be honest as possible. When you say yes, it should be yes. And when you say no, it should be no. Don't say this and act differently. Also, one of the ways through which we can have a secured relationship is by not letting our partners hang. Like, don't leave your partner hanging. Like, he or she doesn't really know if you are in the relationship or you are not in it. Today you are nice, tomorrow you are not. Let's practice consistency. If you are in, you are in. If you are out, you are out. And that is why transparency is very important. Another point also is that you show them that you have a big plan and they are factored in. For instance, in a relationship where a lady wants to study abroad or a gentleman wants to study abroad, how does your partner come in? When you have discussions, how do you merge your ambitions of studying abroad and you being in Ghana, having your studies here? How do you merge the two? It shouldn't only be about you having dreams of going there to study and not having a future plan of how both of you are going to come together again and all that. That one breeds insecurity. It means that you haven't factored your partner in, or you don't see the two of you together. It makes them insecure. And so to have a secure relationship, show your partner that you have a plan and you have them featured in such plan to ensure security in your relationship. And then also, you can introduce your partner to people that matter in your life. Now, some people have the view that they want to hide their relationships till a certain point or a certain stage. I want to use my own experience as an example. Even when my husband and I were friends, I knew his siblings. We visit his sister and all that. Now, when a partner does that, it makes you secure so that he or she feels welcomed by your family and they feel like you value them. And that is why you introduce them to the people in your life, like important friends and then family. And so it's also an important point to introduce your partner to the people that matter, or let them know the people that matter in your life. Now, we have looked at some signs of a secure relationship. We've also looked at how we can make a relationship secured, or how we can make our partner feel secured in a relationship. Now, what are some of the benefits of a safe relationship? Now, when you're in a relationship where you feel safe or secured, you feel valued and valuable. You feel like the other party values you so much. You can also truly be yourself without the risk of being judged. And then also you can show your weakness. You can be you without being taken advantage of. You can also boldly share or express yourself freely. It's not going to be like a master and a servant's relationship. You can express yourself freely. You feel like you are seen and you are heard, you are understood by someone. And that's what security in a relationship is about. And this is very important, and we need to have a very good look at it, because these are some of the things that, when are ignored, it leads to some of these things we see all around the internet. People have ignored certain red flags like this, maybe chaos in relationship. They tell you it's a love language, and then they let go, they ignore it, and then move on to marriage such people. And today they have lost their lives. And so, as we are learning about security in relationship, we must take it very serious. So now, what do we do if we feel that there's insecurity in our relationship? Now, number one is that you should be open and willing to work on it. That's why we spoke about communication. If you feel your other partner or your partner is not doing something so right, or is making you insecure, open up, have a heart-to-heart talk to work on such insecurity. Sometimes the insecurity might not be from the other partner. When you sense an insecurity in a relationship, have a personal, think through and then check if it is from you or it is from your partner. Sometimes it might not always be, we look at the other side, it might not always be the partner, it might be from us. So then, whilst we are looking at someone making us insecure, let us also consider ourselves or put ourselves in that shoe and then check if it is from us or from our partner. So then, when you do that and then you realize where it is coming from, when it's coming from your partner, you can have a heart-to-heart talk to be able to work on such insecurity. Now, another way is saying what you mean and then mean what you say. Now, remember that when you're in a relationship with someone, it is not always about only you. I keep saying this. It is not always about you. You always have to factor the other person in everything you do. You say this, oh, I'll be going here tomorrow, sweetheart. You say this to your partner and you actually don't mean what you are saying, or you are saying doing a different thing. This point is saying that we should actually mean what we talk to our partners about. This will build trust, and then it will also improve security in our relationship. Keep and follow through on commitments you make. Now, mostly when we start relationships, we are so committed to it. It gets to a certain stage and then we relax. It shouldn't always be like that. Someone will say there is no manifesto after election. Oh, he or she likes it when you talk or when you go out to sit at nice places to have a chat. And that's maybe what brought or bonded the two of you. But it gets to a certain stage and then you don't do some of those things. You make them have a certain perception or feeling that maybe you are moving away from them or from the relationship, or you are no more committed to the relationship. And so, to be able to ensure that partners don't feel insecure, we have to be to